Okay, so today we're going to continue time under tension, but we're going to working on contralateral patterning and how that integrates into core stabilization that works across the body, which gives us a shape of being healthy versus a shape of being blocky. So that's how come you see certain people and they look like they're almost X-shaped. It's not because they're constantly working out. It's they figured out how to integrate contralateral motion into their daily activities as well as their exercises. And that contributes to their body shape being different than most people who have let gravity do the work and lets things hang out. So just to start out, contralateral is opposite hand, opposite foot. So when we're walking, we're creating this X pattern as one foot comes forward and the opposite extremity goes forward. And then we take our next step. It creates that opposite hand foot pattern. But that opposite hand foot pattern creates an X across the abdomen that Maria often talks about. And we're doing it functionally in everything that we do. So we're going to look at how to core stabilize across the center in contralateral patterning. So we're going to start from the beginning because we got to figure out time under tension. We're going to start out with our feet parallel, hips width apart. Hips width, as you know, here's your ASIS, here's your pubic symphysis, midway in between is your hips joint. Stance is narrower than you think. And then we're going to push down big toe, corresponding metatarsal head, outer four toes, corresponding metatarsal head, but most importantly, that pinky toe, and finally your heel. 1/3 the way through your toes, 1/3 the way through the balls of your feet, 1/3 the way through your heels. The reason we go through this whole little song and dance at the beginning is to get the alignment of the lower extremities, because everything else stacks on top of that. So if we got the bottom right and the foundation right, the house gets built, okay? So then we're gonna turn on your calves. So fire up your calves. Like you feel like you just realized you're stepping on worms or something and you're tightening up your feet. Fire up your quads. Like something's going to try to push your legs in, you're going to keep pushing your legs out. Then we're going to fire up first chakra, that's your pelvic floor. Second chakra, your lower abs. Third chakra, is zip it shut, that's your upper abs. And we're going to draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are nice and tight. You're keeping everything engaged because we're trying to create that contralateral pattern first by stabilizing everything. So suck in your tummy. That creates the first action of the abs. Suck everything in. Abs are nice and engaged. Quads are on, legs are on, lats are on. And you're just going to do your little squats. Keep your muscles on the whole time. Keep your abs on the whole time. Keep your lats on the whole time. You're going to just lift and lower like you're doing your little hoe down. So the tendency, especially when we're tired, is to just round the spine and do this. That'll cause low back pain. What I want instead is that everything's stable through your core and you're lowering down from your hips and then lifting from your hip. Your legs are working, your quads are working, your abs are on. I know it's not much, but I want you to work on it really hard and activate all the muscles. And try to create that X shape across your abdomen. Smiles are up. I know it's not much, but I want you to really learn how to keep your core on in that crossed pattern. Keep breathing. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Chest is up. Smiles are up. Keep your abs engaged. Notice when they want to shut off and it only becomes leg work, I want it to stay body work. Okay, you can hold on to your roller for a split second. You're going to keep your abs engaged. We're going to go in the opposite direction as we go into tiptoes, keeping your abs nice and tight. And then you're going to lower back down. Abs are engaged, suck in that tummy, and then lower back down. Notice that there's certain points where your abs shut off. There's no point where your abs should shut off in this activity. So keep them on. Smiles are up. There you go. Make sure you don't roll out onto the sides of your feet. That'll cause you to get bow-legged. Keep the knees over the tops of your feet as you're doing this. Roll all the way up onto the balls of your feet versus onto your toes. And if you hear cracking and popping, that means you have to recruit more muscles to stabilize, because we don't want joints moving, we want muscles moving. Good, go ahead, take your right leg forward, left leg back. We're gonna start the contralateral pattern. So we're gonna start with the X pattern across the front of your body. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy, make sure this knee is over the top of your foot. We're gonna start out, you can hold onto your roller, and by sucking in your tummy, activate your abs. We're creating a contralateral pattern because this is basically running, right? Abs are nice and tight, or at least half of running. Make sure that roller is out in front of you so it's pulling you through to that contralateral pattern. You're starting to work your target muscles, which is your glute max and your quad, but you're elongating your abs, firing up your lats, driving that left quad back behind you. You're sucking in your tummy, smiles are up. Just a few more, suck in that tummy and then release. Okay, then we're going to continue to work the abs as you take your left elbow to your right knee. Nice and slow. Try not to round your spine, you're making your butt work. Keep your spine straight, suck in that tummy. Contralateral patterning. Suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. I think that's 6, 7. Is that right, Gillen? 8, 9. Keep those abs on. That's so important. Time under tension in contralateral. 10. We're going to go back, put your hand on the roller. You're going to feel your butt working. I want your abs engaged once again. Suck in your tummy. You're going to take your, let's see, right arm back behind you, and then you're going to take your left leg off the ground. You're balancing, and we're going to lift. Keep this front leg bent. Keep your knee over the top of your foot as you lift. Eyes up. Abs on. 6, 7, abs. 8, suck in that tummy. 9, 10, and rest. We're switching sides now. Leg goes back behind you. We're starting out with our sit-ups. Knee is over top of your foot, abs are engaged, sucking your tummy, you're shortening your lat muscles, elongating your ab muscles, you're pushing your hips back. We're gonna do our sit-ups, suck in your tummy, then release. Suck it in, release. Try to create that contralateral pattern across your body. And it's something you do have to visualize as you do your activities. How do I reach for a piece of paper? How do I do different things? Suck in that tummy, release, really activate your abs. Remember, our target muscles in this is going to be your glute max and your quads, so make sure it works there too. Suck in your tummies, release. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. And then here we go. You're gonna bring your right elbow to your left knee. Suck in your tummy. This is a sit-up. And then come back up. Abs are nice and tight. Try not to round your spine. Keep breathing. Hold that balance. Suck in that tummy. 3. Smiles up. 4. 5. Suck in that tummy. 6. Core, target muscles, quad and butt. 7. 8, suck in that tummy. 9. One more. 10. Hand goes back on the roller. You're gonna suck in your tummy, make sure you're activating, then release. Suck it in, release. Contralateral. Visualize it. Get it to activate through your abs. See how it would be stronger in pulling your tummy in. Okay, then your left arm goes back behind you. We're gonna lift up that right leg and we're gonna lift. This leg stays bent, knees over top of your foot. Keep breathing. Now you're doing contralateral pattern behind you. 5, 6, 7, abs. 8, 9, 10, and feet back down on the ground. Abs are nice and tight. Get your stance back again. Get your quads on, abs on, lats on. Sucking your tummy, we're gonna do that little weird hoedown squat. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Okay. All right, then we're gonna do what we usually do at the beginning. You're gonna roll out your foot. Keep your feet parallel. Can't stress that enough. Ball's underneath your left foot. Roll it out. Abs are engaged, sucking that tummy. Keep that contralateral pattern going on, even though this is a relatively simple activity. Your quads are on, your calves are on. This is time under tension. You can go side to side or do figure eights, but keep those feet parallel. Okay, drop your heel down. The ball of your foot's on top of the ball. We're first going to stretch out the foot. You're going to take your right heel and drive your toes down. Annie's favorite. Get your foot to shape to the ball, because this is called your anterior arch, and the anterior arch signals the shoulders what to do, because the neurological signal comes from the feet, crosses the body up into the shoulders. So this is where we really see that the light switch isn't always where the light is. So shoulder problems can start in the feet. Okay, now that you have that, feet go parallel again, abs nice and tight. We want that nice contralateral pattern. As you step forward, then your hips go forward, step back, hips back. Step forward, step back, hips back. Don't let your foot turn out, don't roll out. Keep your abs engaged, eyes up, smiles up, chest up. Balance, keep time under tension. Make sure when this foot goes to the rear, that it stays parallel. Keep breathing. Keep your abs engaged. These are still sit-ups. And good, let's switch sides. Roll out this opposite side, make sure those feet stay parallel. Jaws relaxed, smiles are up. Sucking your tummy. Keep breathing. You can go side to side if you'd like, or figure eights, but keep those feet parallel. Keep your abs engaged. Your quads are on, your calves are on. You're protecting that extremity. Okay, drop your heel down. The ball of your foot's on top of the ball. We're first going to stretch out the foot. You're going to take your right heel and drive your toes down. Annie's favorite. Get your foot to shape to the ball, because this is called your anterior arch, and the anterior arch signals the shoulders what to do, because the neurological signal comes from the feet, crosses the body up into the shoulders. So this is where we really see that the light switch isn't always where the light is. So shoulder problems can start in the feet. Okay, then you're going to drop your heel down. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. You're gonna step forward, hips forward, abs stay on, step back, hips back. And don't point to your abs shut off. Keep your feet parallel. Suck through your center, lift, smiles up, eyes up, head up. So even though you have an unpredictable step, you don't have to have unpredictable balance. Nine, one more. 10, good. Go ahead and stand, see what the ground feels like underneath you, see what stance feels like now. Abs are nice and tight. Create that contralateral pattern once again, even though it wants to shut off. You're gonna take that left leg back behind you once again. We're doing our sit-ups. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. Lats are on. Knees over top of your foot as you lower into it. We're gonna change things a little bit. You're gonna add your abs. You can hold on to your roller. Make sure it's out in front of you. Your right hand's back behind you. You're gonna lift up your front heel and then lower it back down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Target muscles still your glute max and your quad. Tiny bit of activation of your calf. As you see, majority weight is on your first metatarsal head. That's the knuckle of your foot, biggest knuckle of your foot underneath your big toe. 8, 9, 10. Keep your heel high. Abs are nice and tight, so front heel's high. We're gonna hinge forward and then come back up. Abs stay on. I know you wanna round your spine, don't round it, keep it straight. Heel stays high in your rear foot and front foot. Keep smiling. Suck in that tummy. 9 and 10. Good, switch sides. That was really good. You're taking your, right foot back behind you, front knee is bent. Abs are nice and tight. We're engaging our abs. We're activating that core. We want that contralateral connection. Sucking your tummy, lats are on. They're creating a contralateral connection in the rear. Can't show you that. Abs are nice and tight. Sucking your tummy, keep the abs engaged. You're gonna lift and lower your heel. What's protecting your ankle is actually your abs. This is why people with recurrent ankle sprains have to work on their core. Your target muscles are still your glute max and your quad, so push your hips back. Lift and lower that front heel, the left heel. Keep the right heel up off the ground. Abs. Just because you feel tension, don't shut things off. Keep your butt sticking out. One more. Okay, keep your heel high. You're gonna hinge forward and then come back up. Keep that heel up. Keep the work in your butt. Abs are engaged. Straight spine, even though your spine rounds around. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, smiles are up. Abs, 8, balance. 9, balance, Annie. And 10. Good, come back onto 2 feet. Feet are parallel once again. Notice where the work went. Shouldn't have gone into your head. Abs are nice and tight. Hip circles. Suck in that tummy. You're moving from your abs, not from your knees, not from your butt. Remember, always we're going after the muscles and not joints. Go in the opposite direction. So if you feel this in your back, you feel this in your knee, you somehow use your back and your knee. Okay, now we're moving on to sit-ups. In this position, relax your butt, your quads are on, your calves are on, your lats are on, and now we're gonna do sit-ups. Suck in your tummy, and you're gonna round. Feel what it feels like to actually draw in your belly as you go into this position. Don't clench your butt though. Try to get it as deep as you can. We want second chakra really activating. Okay, now we're gonna create that contralateral connection as you go to the right. Suck in that tummy. Don't use your butt. Stabilize with your legs, stabilize with your lats. Work through your abs. Relax your butt. And now the other direction. Feel what it feels like to engage your abs, not your butt. Okay, from here, now you're gonna arch backwards as you do, you're tightening your abs. So you're leaning back, sucking in your tummy as you lean back. Suck that tummy in. And now we're gonna work the contralateral pattern to the rear as you go back into your left. Keep your abs engaged. You're using the posterior portion of your obliques. Keep your abs engaged though, that protects your back because we don't want this moving into joints, and the spine is a whole bunch of joints. Keep your quads on so it doesn't drop into your knee joints. And now off to the right, suck in that tummy as you go back. Watching on Instagram, they always have strange things. One of the things they had that was strange is they were avoiding objects thrown at their heads. Don't know why. But this activity would help you dodge those objects thrown at your head. Okay, and now here we go. We're gonna do circles with our torsos. Keep your butt relaxed, your abs are engaged. This is how you dodge bullets in the Matrix. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Abs are engaged. And I know you want to shut off your abs because you're feeling tension. You don't want to turn it off. Abs are nice and tight. Go in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. Jaws relaxed. Okay, good. Stay in the center. Abs are engaged. We're still working on that crisscrossing as you now set your hips into motion. Suck in that tummy. Suck it in. Don't let it hang out. That's it. Now go in the opposite direction. Abs are nice and tight. Notice what things feel like. Notice how it feels like to move through your abs. Not through your butt, not through your knees. Okay, arms come to your side. We're gonna do our butt clap run, only we're gonna start out really slow. Abs are engaged, chest is up. Weights over your toes, not over your heels. Suck in your tummy. And now a little bit faster, chest up. Then a little bit faster, your butt should be clapping behind you as we now hit a full sprint. Suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. Chest up. Legs are locked out, quads are on. Lats are on, abs are on, elbows up. Remember that contralateral pattern across your belly. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy, chest up. Create body shape. Elbows down. Keep breathing. Contralateral pattern. Suck in that tummy. Suck it in more. Keep the weight over your toes. Chest up, elbows up. Keep breathing. Elbows down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, keep your legs straight, take your left hand over the top of your head, you're gonna stretch your side, keep your abs engaged. You're opening up your flank. Suck in your tummy, try to reach down like you're grabbing a short suitcase with your right hand. Okay, and then we're just gonna do the opposite side. Reach up with that right hand, grab that suitcase with your left hand, try to keep the weight 50-50. Come back to center, abs are nice and tight. We haven't done this in a super long time. You're gonna get both blocks and you're gonna stand on your blocks. If you're short, and none of you are short, so this is not an issue. Let's see. Gillen, you won't need your blocks. But you're gonna stand on your blocks. The reason why we put the blocks there is to give you a level platform. You're gonna put your right hand on the roller. Okay, so you're gonna use your roller sort of like a cane, but not too much weight. You're gonna lift up your leg, lift, lift. You're using those obliques, you're sucking in, you're creating a contralateral pattern across your belly. Keep breathing. Trying to change the shape of your abdomen. So really suck in your tummies as you do this. 8, 9, 10, okay? Keeping your hand on the roller, you're gonna lift the opposite side, lift and lower. Keep both legs straight. At no point do your knees bend. You're using your obliques. Suck in that tummy. Try to keep your head in between your feet. Don't let it move too far off to the side. Okay, switch the roller side. I know it's almost the same activity, but it's slightly different. You're gonna lift up and lower, lift, lower. Make sure you're using those obliques. Abs are sucked in. And 10, now lift up your right leg. Keep your abs and obliques on. Keep your head basically over the tops of your feet. Suck in that tummy. Really try to fire up the oblique and your abs. And good. Where'd my ball go? Okay. You're going to take one block away. These are fundamental motions that we forget about. You're going to have a stand on top of your block. The roller's off to your right side. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. This one, you're going to have to stand on your block now, Gillen. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, and you're going to try to crush the ball. Keep your head over the top of the, or in between your feet. Hold your balance. Core is on, your quads are on, your calves are on, your abs are on, your lats are on. Suck in that tummy. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and heart to the horizon. Crush the ball. Smiles are up. Keep the work coming through your core. I know you want to get it through your butt. Don't use your butt. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back, first, second, third chakras are on. Watch your knee alignment, feet are parallel, you're going to crush down. Notice if one side feels strangely different. It shouldn't. It should feel exactly the same. You should be able to crush down on the ball equally. Suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. Abs are engaged. Eyes are up. Smiles are up. Look, my head got smaller. Mario cut my hair. Sucking your tummies. Abs are engaged. Create that contralateral pattern. Whenever you have uneven work, you have the opportunity for contralateral pattern. Good. Take the ball back to the other side. You're gonna come into kneeling. One knee's on the block, one knee's on the ball. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Okay, you're gonna crush down on that ball. We're continuing that. You're working through your abs. Now you can't compensate through your knees and your feet because they've been eliminated. Don't let your shoulders move. Don't let your head move. This is all about working your core. Nine, 10, okay? Keep your hands back behind you, straight spine. You're sticking your butt out. You're gonna go into a hinge. And you're gonna come back up. One leg is unstable, one leg is not. So you have to figure out how to stabilize your core so you don't go into jeopardy. Suck in that tummy, keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. What number are we on, Gillen? 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Gillen. Okay, you're gonna take your right foot forward. Your knee stays on top of the block. Abs are nice and tight. We're just gonna do a basic stretch. You're gonna stretch forward. You're just gonna move side to side. We're just opening up the rectus femoris first. Keep your abs engaged. It's so easy to let your abs go. You know your abs let go when your head is moving. If your head stays over the top of the block, your abs are staying engaged. So no, move your head, Annie. Suck in that tummy. It's not Charlie Brown dancing. Okay, and then here we're gonna try it. Hands come off as you just lift, hold, gently lower. Keep breathing. Abs are engaged. Eight, 9, 10, okay? Now, you're gonna put both knees down again. One's on the block, one's on the ball. You're gonna take your left leg forward now. Oh, this is gonna be unstable, by the way. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. You can hold on to the roller if you're feeling insecure. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Same thing on this side. Lift, hold, gently lower. Lift, hold, gently lower. You're gonna notice it's a lot harder. 4, 5. You're gonna feel your quad working. 6. Get that contralateral pattern going on. 8, 9, 10. Notice how easy it was to shut off your abs. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. So you're kneeling now. Woo, you should be a little shaky, that's okay. Abs are nice and tight, rollers off to your left. You're gonna crush the ball. Suck in your tummy. Man, it's humid today. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. Did you guys have the crazy rain this weekend? We just had a little bit. It was so little, we couldn't see out across the street. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Try not to let your head move. And then, now, hands go back behind you. You stick out your butt, keep your spine straight, suck in your tummy, your abs are engaged. You're on an uneven surface, that means there's uneven work. Contralateral pattern still going on. Feel what it feels like to keep the work 50-50 and not go heavy onto the stable of the two structures underneath your knees. Objects. Abs. Good job. As now you take your left foot forward and you're gonna stretch. Push your hips forward, abs are engaged. Once your abs are engaged, hips go side to side. Try not to let your head move. Smiles are up. Jaws relaxed. Okay, now that everything's opened up, suck in your tummy, and we're gonna do it. Lift, hold, gently lower. Lift, hold, gently lower. Keep your core on. 4, keep your abs engaged. 5, 6, see if you can float your leg in the air. 7, 8, this is contralateral motion, so work it. 9, 10, okay, we're gonna put our knee back down and we're gonna switch. You're gonna take your, what is it? Right leg forward. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Your core's on. You're a little tired by this point, so keep your core on. Lift, hold, gently lower. 2, 3, good. 4, suck in that tummy. 5, core on. 6, contralateral work. 7, smiles are up. 8, 9, 10, good job. We're gonna come back into standing. You can move stuff off to the side. Feel what it feels like to balance now. You should be able to feel your quads, for sure. Your abs, your lats. Okay? You're gonna take your right leg forward, left leg back. You're gonna do sit-ups again. You're gonna push your hips backwards. We're gonna take your left elbow to your right knee, sucking in your tummy. Keep your knee over the top of your foot. Our target organs are still our quad and our butt. 2, 3, suck in that tummy, contralateral work. 4, 5, abs. 6, 7, 8, abs. 9, 10, good. You're gonna keep your right hand back behind you as you lean back. Keep your abs engaged to protect your back. If you feel this in your back, it means your abs have shut off. And then come back to center. Lean back. You are clenching up now your left butt cheek, stabilizing your abs to protect your back. It's like, whoa, that's a little offensive. Keep the front leg bent. 9, 10, switch sides. In this position again, your front knee's bent, your abs are engaged. We're gonna do sit-ups. We're gonna bring your right knee to your left elbow. Suck in your tummy. 1. Suck in that tummy. At no point does your belly blow out. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep pushing your butt back. 8. Suck in that tummy. 9. One more. 10. You're up now. Your left arm is reaching back as you lean back. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let work go into your low back. You are clenching your right butt cheek, keeping the front leg bent. Suck in that tummy. Jaws relaxed. Good. We're coming into kneeling now. So we're slowly heading to the ground. But in order to come into kneeling, we gotta make sure things can bend. So we're gonna bend your knees first. You're gonna massage out your knees. I want you to rub them. Make sure they're okay with being bent. In fact, the majority of what we experience as pain in the knees is actually tightness of the quads. So now tip back. You can lift your knees up off the ground and roll the tops of your feet. Because the knees cannot heal unless you can bend them. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Child's pose. So you come forward, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy, you're reaching forward. Pull in your navel. Your navel's trying to go towards your spine. I know it's easy to bloat against your thighs and rest, but we want you to suck in your tummies and reach. You can wiggle side to side to open things up further. And then we're going to come out of this in an up dog or a cobra, whichever is more comfortable for you. We're going to counter stretch. Chest is up. Hips are forward. Oh. And good. Deciding where to start our contralateral work. I think we should know where the pelvic floor is. So we're going to start by activating some of the pelvic floor up. So your block, your ball. Yes, this is where we shall start. Okay, the ball's midway in between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Your chest is up. Make sure your head is over the top of the ball. You can hold onto your weights just for security's sake first, and then you're just gonna bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. This turns on your pelvic floor, so make sure your pelvic floor is on. Make sure you're not on your tailbone. Chest is up, suck in your tummy. Keep breathing. This is pelvic floor strengthening, so we're also getting something called the pubococcygeus muscle, very important muscle. Abs are engaged. I want you to suck in your tummy. Keep your tummy on as we now do twisted curls. So you're gonna bend your right arm, take your left arm back behind you, and then come back to center. Twist, create that contralateral patterning. Suck in your tummy, really try to get that twist in there. Don't make it come through your shoulders, make it come through your abs. Seven. Abs. 8, 9, suck in that tummy. 10, stay in this position. Now you're just gonna do sit up. Suck in that tummy, release. Chest up, suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Keep going. That's 5, 6, chest up, head up. 7, 8, 9, 10, and now we switch sides. You're gonna take your left arm up, right arm back behind you with the twist. Suck in your tummy. We're trying to create body shape change, creating a contralateral twist, which makes our body into that nice X shape. Keep breathing. 5, 6, suck in that tummy, chest up. 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, now hold it in this position, suck in your tummy, then release. Suck it in, release. Chest up, Suck it in, release. Keep that arm back behind you. Suck it in, release. 5, 6, 7. That means tighten your pelvic floor. 10, and rest. Keep breathing. Abs are nice and tight. Keep that pelvic floor on. So sitting on the ball is all about pelvic floor. Keep it on. Shoulder blades are down and back. Arms come out to your sides now. You're going to use your abs. You're going to bring it up, abs engaged, lats on, and then back down. This is working something called your infraspinatus. It's a small muscle in your shoulder that eliminates so much shoulder problem. It's not funny. Just keep this one little muscle strong. Make sure you're not taking the work into your neck. Abs. Abs. This is time under tension. 7, 8, abs. 9, abs. 10, and rest. So I have a Fitbit, which I'm not wearing right now because I can't remember where I put it. But it asked an interesting question on the Fitbit. It says, is this a watch being worn on your dominant or non-dominant arm? And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about how much more your dominant arm moves, and they have to recalibrate and recalculate to eliminate the excess motion of your dominant arm in order to calculate the steps you take, or every time you scratch your nose, it would calculate that as a step. I thought that was fascinating. Abs are nice and tight, hands up. This is all about your abs in that contralateral pattern. You're gonna push up, and you're gonna do the certs with Retsin, 2 minutes in 1. You're gonna tap at the top. You're gonna suck in your tummy. We're gonna create that nice X shape as you suck in your tummy hard. It's more about your abs than it is about your arms. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. No wobbly arms here. 8, 9, 10. Good, rest. So we're gonna integrate everything. You're gonna go for a walk. Try to keep your head over top of your body. Always your knuckles are leading. This is just keep the joints safe. Abs are engaged. Don't let your abs shut off. Keep breathing. Yes. Now take your arms wider. Keep your abs engaged. This is contralateral work because we're twisting. And now above your head, leading with your knuckles. Keep your abs engaged, keep the weight distribution 50-50, keep your pelvic floor on, abs on. And good, good. Put these miserable weights down. Interlock your fingers behind your back and move around your head and neck to see if you accidentally used your head and neck instead of your abs. Because I promise you, you do not want a six-pack neck. Looks weird. Keep your abs engaged. As you're doing this, notice how when you stretch, you can actually open up your ear canals, your eustachian tubes, open up your sinuses, because nothing in the human body has a single function. Okay, you're gonna bring your legs out in front of you. Feet are parallel. Grab a hold of your knees, chest up, suck in your tummy, release. Suck it in, release. We're continuing our sit-ups. Keep breathing. Okay, now we go for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep breathing, contralateral pattern, chest up, pulling through your abs, not through your hips. Chest up. It is so foggy outside right now. At least here, I don't know if it's where you guys are at. Okay, rest for a quick second, hands and stick them up. We're gonna super turn on that pelvic floor as you bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Because I want you to know what the pelvic floor is for this next sequence of activities. Chest up. Suck in that tummy. 5, 4, smiles are up. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna just go into a forward fold. Plus it airs out the back of your knees. You're gonna reach for the ground, suck in your tummy. Lift up your feet arches, lift up your arches, turn out your knees, your feet, same thing. Quads are on, first, second, third chakras are on, lats are on. You're reaching for the ground. No work is into your low back. If you feel your low back, it means your abs are not on, your butt's not sticking out far enough, and you're not releasing your hamstrings and your calves, you're releasing your back muscles instead. You don't want the back muscles. Abs engaged. We're stretching muscles, not joints. L5 is a joint. It has 4 joints, in fact. They're called facet joints. 3, 2, 1. Hands on your knees, chest up. We're gonna do sit-ups here, suck in your tummy, and then release. Suck in your tummy, release. Jaws relaxed. Smiles are up. Feel what it feels like to hollow out your belly. And good, we're gonna come to the ground now. I have to reset my little mat. Okay, so we're gonna work contralateral patterning. So you're gonna need your block. You can actually use 2 blocks for this one. You're gonna set them up back behind you. Those are for your feet. Or your knees, depending on what kind of strength you feel like you have. And push these back a little further. There you go. So you're gonna go into a push-up position. We're just gonna hold that first. We're gonna do that for 10 seconds. Keep your abs engaged, shoulder blades are down and back, chest is up. Suck in your tummy. Stabilize your pelvic floor for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bring your knees back down. We're gonna rest for a second. So we're gonna do contralateral patterning. So while we're on that position, and that's why there's a block under each foot, is we're gonna hold up our left leg while our right foot stays on the block. And we're gonna do that for 8 counts, okay? So try it again. You're in position. Now you're gonna lift up your left leg. Keep your abs engaged for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, abs, 2, 1, rest. So we're creating a contralateral pattern in the body as we're doing this. Okay? We're gonna do the other side. You're gonna take your right leg up off the ground. Abs are engaged. Suck in your tummy. Don't let your butt get too high. Keep your abs engaged for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, abs, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Keep breathing. It's learning to use now the contralateral pattern from hip to shoulder. So it's a little bit bigger now. This is where a lot of people get shoulder problems because they can't make that connection. All right, on this next one, we're gonna go into our push-up type position. You're gonna lift up your left arm. We're only gonna hold it for 6 seconds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. A little bit harder, but still a good contralateral pattern, because we have to be able to reach up something on the top shelf. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. Good. You guys are doing amazingly. Chest is up. Wow, it's a sweaty, hot day. It hasn't been this hot and sweaty in a long time. Look at that, my eyelids are sweating. I'm not used to that. Okay, we're gonna go on to all fours now. You're gonna take your, what is this? Left leg back behind you, right arm forward. We're gonna do sit-ups from here. You're gonna bring your right knee to your left elbow, touch, and then go back apart. That's 1. 2, abs are sucking in. 3, this is contralateral patterning. 4, make sure that your knee and elbow touch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Good, rest. You guys feel that? Anyone feel it? Okay, good. Let's switch sides. You're on all fours again. You're taking your right leg back behind you, left arm out. You're gonna bring your knee and your elbow together to touch for 1. Suck in that tummy. 2, 3, 4, abs. 5, keep breathing. 6, 7, elbows and knees touching. 8, 9, 10, and rest. Oh, good job, everyone. This is not the easiest stuff in the world. Okay, we're gonna flip around. You don't need a ball. You're gonna have your hands back behind you. Your fingers are pointing out to the sides. It's not pointing out back. You're gonna lift up your butt. Okay, now fire up your abs. Suck in your tummy, tighten up your pelvic floor. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're gonna just lift up our right leg for 5. Suck in that tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna do the other side. Abs. Suck in your tummy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Put your butt back down. So obviously we're getting ready to do an opposite hand. So this may be difficult for some of you, so you can move your feet a tiny bit closer if it is. You're gonna lift your butt up. Abs are engaged. You are allowed to rock weight onto your feet. That's okay. And then you're gonna lift opposite hand, opposite foot. 5, 4, abs. 3, no neck. 2, no wrist. 1, rest. If you felt this in your wrist, you were using your wrist and not your core. Okay? You're gonna lift up your left leg, right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, abs. 5, 6, no wrist. 7, 8, all abs. 9, 10. Good, rest. These are contralateral patterns. Okay? We're gonna push our hips a lot higher this time. Abs are nice and tight. I want you to tighten your abs. We're gonna do sit-ups in this position. Tighten your abs, relax. Tighten your abs, relax. Majority weight is going through your feet. Suck in your tummy. Now stay here, push your hips higher and then lower. Hardly any work should be going through your wrist, right, Annie? Your heels are down, right, Annie? Nine, 10, good, rest. You guys are doing awesome. Did you accidentally put work into your wrists? Yeah, that's what I thought. Ball's gonna go behind the small of your back. We're gonna do sit-ups here, suck in your tummy, release, suck in your tummy, release, hold onto your knees. Make sure your pelvic floor is on, third chakra is closed up, and you're sucking in the second chakra. Wowie gazowie, it feels like it's raining on me, it's so humid in here. Oh, I know why. I didn't open any of the windows or doors. Okay, here we go, abs are nice and tight, you're gonna go for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Time under tension, I want you to create that twist. Twist. Twist, don't rush through this just because you can. I want you to muscle through it. No pressure into any joints. We're not using joints, we're using muscles. Suck in that tummy. 8, 9, 10. Arch over the top of the ball. Keep your toes pointing up as you rock your hips from side to side. Oh. Keep breathing. You guys have done so well. Okay, you're gonna lay on your rollers lengthwise, butt at one end, head at the other end. Okay, feel what it feels like to lay on your roller with your butt on the roller. And what you're gonna do is take your head slightly off the edge of the roller. So normally I say put it under your EOP, that's the farthest point on the back of your head. You're gonna be slightly under that. That'll put your head into slight extension. It's actually neutral. I want you to tighten up your pelvic floor, close up your rib cage, abs go on, you're sucking in your tummy. So in this position, we're gonna work time under tension. You're gonna tighten your pelvic floor, you're gonna close up your rib cage, and then we're gonna try to get your right hip to your left rib cage, and then left hip to the right rib cage. I don't know if I said the same thing twice, but you know what I mean. Cross, cross, it's a small motion. Just activate the muscles and you're breathing. Your feet are parallel, your knees are over the tops of your feet. And then go ahead and stop and just breathe. Relax your jaw muscles, keep your pelvic floor on. Those tend to reverse. We tend to keep stress in our mouth and then overly relax our pelvic floor. We want to do the reverse, stabilize the pelvic floor and relax the jaw. Other than eating, when do your teeth touch? This is what a dentist asked me, and I said, I don't know. He's all, never. They should float. It's called free space. It's a space that your teeth will be separated, but they kind of touch. They'll make contact, but they stay slightly separated. You don't clench your jaw all day long. That's horrible on your teeth. It cracks your teeth, in fact. So take the tension out of your jaw and put it back to your pelvic floor. And feel how that creates integrity of your whole body. And then just breathe. Notice after all we've done, what your body's been through, how you should be able to feel your core. It shouldn't feel like a blank spot in your body anymore. It should feel like a connection piece. You should feel your quads and your butt, your lats. You should feel what it feels like to have your feet parallel and your knees over the tops of your feet. And you guys continue to stay on the roller. I'm going to sit up. Just want you to feel what you've been through. This has been contralateral patterning. That means we've been working on a neurological pattern of opposite hand, opposite foot, which is associated with higher order learning and healing. So if you're injured, if you're sick, if you're working on something, you're trying to learn a new language, you're trying to learn a new skill set, working contralateral pattern is so important because it helps your brain to integrate. When you see your body start getting really blocky, it means you've gone into sympathetic or homolateral patterning, and work is not being integrated across your body, and what you're doing is primarily memorizing. The association with memorizing is that once you're finished with that information, you lose it, you don't learn. So we want a lifetime of learning where it creates contralateral patterning. So even as you breathe, visualize the inhale starting in your feet, crossing through your navel to the opposite shoulder and upper extremity. And the exhale, same thing. This is a time of total craziness. Things that don't make sense. Things that pull us out of integrity. Things that pull us into speculating, guessing, and sadly, because the way news and media are set up, they don't report the news anymore. They give a little bit of fact and then they speculate. Then they spend the next hour speculating, creating momentum around a narrative they want to create. Don't let this become your story, where you're listening to other things and things that distract you. Come into integrity. Find your center, find your breath. Keep breathing. There is nothing going on in this world that's more important than the evolution of your soul. To complete the assignment that you were put on this earth to do. We were never put on this earth to endorse someone else's story. Keep breathing. Try to deepen that breath. Guys have done an amazing job. As always, Maria and I are grateful that you come, show up, and are so willing. It is such a gift to us. So on behalf of Maria and me, thank you and namaste.